Hi everyone, can you hear me?
Hi, sir. We can hear you.
Right. I will not show my video just to because I want to preserve the bandwidth. So hopefully that's all right. And the main objective for this class is to do the hands-on practice using R Studio. I'm also recording this, so don't worry if you got stuck or there is some instability in the internet, because after the class I will upload this to Moodle. All right, so let me rearrange the window. um, can you see my screen now, if anyone can respond?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Can see.
All right, good. This is supposed to be a week 2 class. However, because of the new arrangement due to this COVID-19, then there is an update. There is an update, or there is a change in the timetable. For your information, the class will run every week on Friday. Um, and I will announce this formally in Moodle. Okay, so everyone will um, sort of get the official announcement through your email. Um, but I also understand that it is impossible to run a 3-hour Zoom class. It's tiring and it's not so comfortable. So what I plan to do is to have what we call as blended blended approach. It means that the lecture part I will record, and the Zoom we will use for hands-on practice. I hope that's all right with everyone. Um, and I hope this will not go beyond 1 hour and 15 minutes. So let's get started. If you see the folder inside the week 1, 2, and 4, there is a folder for lecture notes and demo. So this file, that demo visualizations for a short demonstration on how to use R for data visualization. And data visualization underscore Monash is the lecture notes, all right? This is another folder. It is named as hands-on folder. And inside here, there is a HTML file and PDF file. They are the same document, but in different format. If you prefer to read a PDF document, you can read PDF document. If you prefer to read a HTML file, then you can use this. They are the same. And then there is dataset absenteeism at work.xls bostonhousing.txt, creditriskdata.csv, housingdata.csv, toyotacorolla.csv. These are data set that you can use right after this to to practice. Um, there is a PDF file here, group work data visualization. This is something that you can do in your group. You might want to discuss and and if you got problem, you can come back to me. At the moment, this is not compulsory, okay? But I think this is important for you to, to sharpen your skill in art and to make yourself more familiar with art codes. All right. So you can, open this file, data visualization monash. Sorry. Um, which one we should go first? This one already recorded. Okay. On Panopto, you have data visualization monash, which is this one. Okay, this is available as recorded videos on Panopto. Demo visualization.html, which is this one. This is a short version of our hands-on today. So in this HTML file, I go through some, some introduction to visualization. What is ggplot2 package? How to load the package, how to open the dataset, make basic plots, scatter plot, bar plot, and how to save the plots. So this is the short or demonstration which I have also recorded and available on Panopto. Don't worry if you have not watched this, you can always watch afterwards. All right. So and today we would like to do some a little bit more difficult hands-on. The demo file is I think someone send a message. I'm let me check. All right, okay, just a second. So okay, what do you? All right. Okay, so question are, what do we open? You can use either RStudio, or you can use RStudio Cloud. Okay, doesn't matter. If you the problem with RStudio Cloud is that it takes a little bit of time because it is on the cloud, and it needs time to get deployed and a few other things that make RStudio Cloud a little bit slow. But you can use RStudio Cloud. If not, you can use your RStudio on your laptop. All right. Okay, so this is my RStudio on my laptop, and I've got some files open. I want to close all this file. Okay, it's a black you know theme, and because it is more easy or easier to my eyes when I do coding. So so let's go back to um, where is it? This all right, okay. So you can open this 2019 visualization HTML. Let me make this thing a little bit large. All right. So this file or this file, up to you. The PDF will come out like this. All right. And the HTML will come out like this. All right. So you can use you can use PDF or you can use HTML. All right. So what the first part, I'll talk about some introduction to visualization. Don't worry, this is already inside the lecture note. History of data visualization, also in my lecture note. Processes and the objective of visualizations, also we have discussed about that. And but there is a nice um, link here on researcher Watson IBM. You can go, you can click here and oops, all right, we will not go there now. Second, what makes good graphic? Okay, what makes good graphics? Of course, number one is data. With good data, you can make good graphs. If you have, if your data are not so good, then it's difficult to make good graphics. And focus on the substance of your graphics, okay? And don't focus on the cosmetic only, all right? You want to make graphs that can tell good story about your data. Um, don't distort your data with graphics. Okay, sometimes you can lie about your data using plots, so don't do that. Presence of many numbers in small places, not so good. Okay, you have to arrange number in the right place. Make sure that graphs are coherent for large data set. It must be easy on the eyes. If data have different levels of different levels of data, for example, you got different sexes or different categories of occupations, then you may want to present your data based on that group. Make sure that you present the graph because they are objective of showing the graphs, okay, not just to come out with beautiful plots or beautiful graphs, okay, not that, right? More important than that is to convey your data, describe your data, explore your data, uh, produce some tables, and yeah, a little bit of decoration. That's all right, okay. And make sure the graphics the graphic is closely integrated with the statistics and also the verbal descriptions of your data set. All right. So See here that the internet is not stable. Um, graphic packages in R. Okay, you know that R use packages, and what is a package? A package contains R functions, and you use this function to run your analysis. Okay, uh, in one package there are many functions. Okay, and could be 10 functions or could be 100, 300, 400 functions. Okay, one function do one thing. Okay, so um, there are three well-known graphics packages in R. Uh, the graphics package itself, this is a base R package. It means that when you install R, it will be installed automatically. Right. This is ggplot2. This is a user contributed package by Hadley Wickham, and this is the package that we are going to use. Why? Because ggplot2 is a flexible, powerful graphics package, and it can do many things in graphics. So we are going to use ggplot2. But this is a user contributed package. It means that you have to download the package, you have to install the package, and then you have to load it before you use it. So last week uh, we discussed how to install an R package and how to load the R package. Type library ggplot2. Don't worry, we go that we go that we go to that later. There is a questions by there's a questions how to download those packages. Okay, to download those packages, you need to um, type install.package, or what you can do is there is a package tab here. Click package here, and then click install, and then type ggplot2. Right, so there's a package there. Click that and then click install. Right. um, ggplot2 is a package that is contained under the tidyverse package, and I think last week we we have discussed how to download tidyverse. So if you have tidyverse package in your laptop, in your machine, then you are all right. How to know if you have the necessary packages? You can go here, there is package, and you can type here. Let's say if you want to know if you have a package called tidyverse, then you can type tidyverse. So you can see tidyverse there. It's already inside your computer. You don't have to install it. Right. And Jai just message everyone how to install by writing a code. Thank you, Jai, for that. You can type install. Um, you can type install dot packages. Yes, you missed. Sabnayan mentioned that there should be an S there, and yep, correct. Okay, and sometimes you can sometimes a package need some dependency. So what you can do is you can type install dot packages, and then um, dependence dependence equal true. Okay, uh, by writing this dependence equal true, then other packages that is required by ggplot2 will also be installed automatically. All right. So yes, if you have questions, type there, um, and for those who knows the answer, we can share the answer. All right. Excellent. So there are other packages beside that. There are a number of packages. Serve miner, for example, this is a package that is specific to run survival analysis. This is sjplot. Sjplot is a package to run a mixed model. But don't worry, we're not going to do this. Okay, we are not going to use these packages. They are uh, special packages, right? So you can perhaps, if you have time afterwards, you can go and read about ggplot2 package. It is a very, very interesting package. It has lots of functionalities, um, and it can make beautiful graphics. So it is an elegant, easy, and versatile general graphics package in R. And GG stand for Grammar of graphics. Okay, how you talk in graphics language. Okay, sometimes graphic package, I mean, it is difficult to understand what a function do, or what a function does in a graphs. Okay, so Hadley Wickham, the author of this package, is an advocate of grammar of graphics. It means that by typing some code, people, even though they are not a programmer, they can understand what you are trying to do. Okay. I'm not a computer scientist. I think maybe some of you come from a computer science background, and you guys write difficult codes, weird codes, and when people see those codes, they cannot understand. And and grammar of graphic is basically to make it more user friendly to other people not from uh, uh, computer background, to perhaps understand what you are trying to do. Basically in ggplot2, the function start with ggplot. Okay, ggplot and brackets, and then data, you need to specify which data set that you are going to plot. Okay, and what variables that you want to plot. Okay, you are not going to plot everything in your data, right? You may want to plot some of the columns, or some of the variables, not every variable. So you specify this, which variables in the data set that you want to plot. Okay, and next is, okay, you write this tree, then then R knows that you are ready to plot something. Okay, by this, and R knows that you are going to plot this data set, and R knows that you want to plot these variables, but R still doesn't know what do you want to plot. Okay, so um, this is where you will tell R that, okay, I want to make a histogram. I want to make a scatter plot. All right, so Sapnayan asked, can I explain again, explain this whole set again, ggplot thing? Um, don't worry, okay, don't worry, Sapnayan, Sharwin, okay, okay, basically, the functions in ggplot2 will start with ggplot, and then you need to tell ggplot what data, you need to tell ggplot what variables you want to plot, and lastly, what type of plots you want to create. Okay, don't worry, we come later when we do some hands-on, we'll see how it works. Okay, I click install, but it shows cannot open HTTP. All right. So Dong Lian Wu say I click install, but it shows cannot open HTTP. Mean I cannot install what happened. All right. So I think maybe what you want to do is to go to tools. All right, tools. Go to global option, and then let me check. Okay, let me check. I think I've got install packages ggplot2 dependence through depend. Yeah, you got extra bracket there. Okay, let me type here. Okay, just a second. Okay, okay, number one. Yes, Sapnayan. Thank you, Sapnayan. Okay, Sapnayan has pointed out that you got some bracket there at the back. Okay, so yes, okay, this is wrong, and then you have extra bracket there, and this is correct. Okay, this is the correct one. Okay, so be careful with some unnecessary symbols. Okay, some unnecessary symbol, be careful with that. All right, so some questions you want to ask before you make graphs is, which variables or variables that you want to plot. Variables are the columns in your data, all right? For example, you have um, maybe we can open, for example, this absenteeism file. So these are all rows, right? Okay, in R, these are also called as observations, right? And this one are columns, or also called as variables, all right? So observations or rows, columns or variables, all right? Um, Liang Wu ask, unable to access index, cannot open URL, please download, install. Um, all right, I think I've got these issues answered in our forum. Let us go back to Moodle and okay, in the forum there is questions by someone I think last week, and um, there is a problem unable to access index repository. So same problem with what Dong Lian Wu asked. Okay, so what you need to do, you have to go to global options in your R. Okay, tools, global options. Yeah, all right. Okay, tools, global option, and then what next is use secure download. Use secure download. Where is it? Let me check. Use secure download. Use secure download called. Let me go back. Okay. Global options, packages. Okay, right. So yeah, here, right? Here, packages, and uncheck for download method HTTP. Okay, uncheck this. Okay, uncheck this. Maybe your computer has got problem with this. Okay, but mine is all right. But for you, if you got problem with this, uncheck this and click OK. Right? So I will not do anything here because on my laptop it works all right. Our tools sometimes Naya recommend that we download our tools. Actually, our tools, it is good to download and install our tool, but it is not necessary. Um, as long as you got warning, for example, warning and not error, it means that it still can run. Okay, it still can run. It's just that it's a warning that do something. All right. Okay. So let's go back to here, and then try to understand what types of variables that you have. Is it a categorical variables? Is it a numerical variables? Um, Numerical variables are column that consist of numbers. Numerical variables are columns that consist of number, and categorical variables are columns that consist of factor. For example, column for sex, female, male, male, female, male, male, female, male, male. Okay, or uh, occupations, um, computer scientist, businessman, CEO. All right, those are categorical variables. Numerical variables are columns that consist of numbers. All right, for example, your height, okay, 1.3 meter, 1.6 meter, 1.8 meter, right? 1.8, 1.4, or your weight, 60, 80, 85, 75, which means that your weight is 65 kg, 75 kg, 80 kg, all right? So those are numerical variables. Next, ask yourself what you are going to plot. Is it a single variable plot? Is it a two variables plot? Is it more than two variables, okay, three or more. Those are some of the questions you want to ask yourself before you plot. Okay, so now let's go and prepare the environment in our art studio. So like I recommended before, start start when you want to analyze a data set. For example, for the first time, always make a new project. Okay, always make a new project. So how to make a new project? You can go back to R. Okay, I want to close this. Don't save it. Go to File, New Project. Okay, and maybe you want to make a new directory. Okay, a new folder, new directory. Click New Project and browse. Let's say I want to create a project in the document. Click Document, open it. Now we are inside the My Documents folder, and then we give a name. Okay, for example, My Graphs. Okay, My Graphs project. Okay, so I click Create Project, and now if you look inside your document, you have a folder called My Graphs project, okay, which has a one folder and one file ending with .rproj. Okay. Next is all right. So when you look here, there is nothing, right? There is no data set. Okay, there is no data set. And how can you make graphs if you don't have data set, right? You need to have a data set for you to plot. Okay, so it means that your data must be moved here. Okay, your data set must be moved here. If you are an advanced R user, then it is not necessary for you. But I think um, for beginners, I recommend that you put or you place your dataset inside this folder. Okay, the new project folder that you just made. Okay, so how to do that? Okay, what we want to analyze is, okay, let's say we want to use housing data. Okay, housing data.csv. Of course, you can R can read CSV data, R can read Excel data, R can read SPSS data, R can read stata data, SAS file, and all types of data set. Okay, all types of data set R can read. Okay, for our practice today, we are going to analyze a data set named housing.csv. This data set is inside your folder. All right, let's go back. Week 1, week 2, week 4, graphical representation. Okay, yes, this is the data set, right? Housing data.csv. All right. What if there's a questions? What if we are using cloud? If you are using cloud, let me go to our Studio Cloud. Am I still in my R Studio Cloud? Okay. If you are in Studio Cloud, okay, um, you know, you what you can do is there is a fold, there is a button here says new project, right? So that's how you do. Okay, that's how you do. That's how you create a new project uh, in our Studio Cloud. Okay, for example, we click this one, right? So our Studio Cloud is preparing um, your environment, and this will be your project. Okay, so it takes a little bit of time, maybe 2-3 minutes to do that. All right, awesome. So okay, you mean how to import CSV? Okay, to import CSV, there is a button upload. Okay, there is a button upload in our Studio Cloud. After this, I'll show you. Let our Studio Cloud prepare the environment first, and once it's done, we come back here. Right. So we go back to this. Okay, and then what you can do is, you can right click and save link as. All right, I repeat, I know some of you are used to computer, but there are also a few of us who are not, who are a little bit slow with computers. So I hope everyone can be patient. All right. So housing data CSV, right click. Okay, save link as, and then go back to the folder just now. Okay, inside my documents, and there is a my graphs project here. Click it and then save it. Right. So when you come back and then to your folder, documents, my graph project, and you see now this is the dataset housing data.csv. Okay, let's go back to our Studio Cloud, and is it? Oh, still doing some background work. Okay, so we'll come back to this later. All right. So now you have a file here. Okay, now you can also see this housing data.csv inside the folder or inside the working directory, right? So previously it was not here, but it is now here. Okay, so it is under the home, which is document, and then this is the folder my graphs project. Okay, right. So next, what we are going to do is to um, oops, sorry. Um, we want to read this data, right? We want to read this data. Okay. So go here, go to File, or go to this small green plus button. Click it and click R script. This will create a new R script. Okay, a new R script. Okay, and then um, to save time, I will copy this one. Okay, you can also copy, but it's better for beginners to type it. All right, to type. Okay, so what the function does here is it will read this file and name this file as my data, right? So it will read this file and name this file as my data. So I can Control C it, okay, Control C, and then uh, go back to my R and Control V. Or you can also, if you don't want to use Control V, you can right click and paste. Also works, okay. So my data will read this data, housing data, and name it as my data. So Control Enter, or you can click Run here. This also works. And what you can see is there is a an object called my data. It contains 506 observations and 14 variables. All right. So okay, let us see if still opening the project. Let me refresh it. What happens here? Slows. Okay. Okay. Sorry, Sabnayan. It takes a little bit of time for this. Uh, but there is an upload button there. Where you can upload a file into the RStudio Cloud. Okay. Right. So okay. Now we want to load a library tidyverse. Okay, we are not going to use this housing data CSV. Okay, I show you this function to teach you how to read file. Okay, but remember, if you want to read a SAS file, for example, use this function. If you want to read SPSS file, use this function, and if you want to read a stata file, use this function. Okay. Um, Okay, so we are not going to use this data yet. Okay, this I show this to show you how to read data. Okay, okay, let's load a library tidyverse. Okay, let's load library tidyverse. So the slow way is to click this one. Okay, run. Okay, and then you see that tidyverse library is loaded. So it will show that it attach some other packages. Okay, as long as there is no error, you are happy. What's next? Okay, next we open a data set library, and the data set that we are going to use stays inside gapminder package. Okay, it is inside the gapminder package, so we don't have to read this data set. It's inside here. What we need to do is to load it. Control C, and then paste this here. Control Enter. So you see here, no error, no warning whatsoever. Good. And then we want to see there is a data set in the package, and the data set name is gapminder. Okay, GAPMINDER. Okay, gapminder. Type it. Oops. Okay, gapminder. So you see here, the dataset contains a variable country, a variable continent, variable year, life expectancy, pop for population size, and GDP per cap, which is GDP per capita. Right. So glimpse is to glimpse Glimpse is a quick way to look at the data set. Okay, what type of variables you have. Okay, for example, country is a factor variable, continent is a factor variable, year is an integer variable, life expectancy is a double variable. Double variable, it means that they have they contains decimals. Populations also an integer variable. It means that there is no decimal point. And GDP per capita is a double variables. It means that this variable contains a decimal point. Right. So um, you can, this is supposed to be a group work. So I will skip some of the codes until you can go back to your group and try to work together. um, you know okay, now we want to make a basic plot. Okay, a basic plot. And here what we are going to do is we want to use the get mine the data, and we want to plot two variables, okay, year and life expectancy, and we want to make a scatter plot. So this will tell R that I want to plot a dataset name getMinder, and I want to plot a scatter plot geom point. Okay, it is a scatter plot. Right. So let us copy this, Control C, and I want to make a separate line there. Okay, this one you can type this and in one line like this. Okay, you can do this. You can do this, but sometimes it becomes very long. Very long. So I prefer to